Good afternoon, everybody. DJ Styles here at Custom Corpses. Okay, we've got the hard shell on, and looking good. Now, this has got to harden up for about, I'm going to say, a good 3 or 4 hours. And then I'll take all the shims out, and I will then start to grind the edges down right around the top so it's nice and smooth and I don't have to worry about cutting my hands. I kind of pressed all this stuff in, this jagged edge stuff that's on the surface here, because as this cures, it gets a little softer. As it stiffens up, the paste it stays kind of sticky. It sticks to itself real good. So then you just press on it and you get all the sharp edges off of it. So what's happening, DP24? Have you seen the DP? Have you seen the finished product on this Ultra flashback that I'm doing? Ultra FB78. It is amazing. This is the mask I believe is going to be the one that's going to be sought out quite a bit. I think it's going to be a really hot seller. And it's going to be in production and ready to start. I'm going to start selling it right in August. So let me do this. Let me put the stand on so I can actually put the camera on the project. It's almost, there's not really much to see there. But I want to keep the phone charging too. And I have to go on my computer while we're doing this. I need to plug this in. Sorry for shaking the camera all to hell. And I got to tell you guys what the hell happened to me. Really screwy situation yesterday. Oh, what's a good angle? I guess it doesn't matter, right? That's the back side. That's the front. If you can't tell, now I'm going to put right to my left here. You know what? Let me kill the fan. And I don't want to put myself on camera. I got my shirt off. People kind of got on me about not keeping a shirt on. Not keeping a shirt on. I got to keep a shirt on. I just ain't as sexy as I used to be, you know. I'm not as sexy as I used to be, so I guess I got to keep a shirt on. At this age, I don't give a shit. Them days are way over, man. Besides, I'm married. Got mine. I'm good. Let me see. Let's see. All right. Now I got to open up. Come on, damn chair. Let me close this down a little bit here. Back out of that. Today is Sunday. Yeah, I gotta take my shot. I forgot about doing that. So let me open this up. Go to my channel real quick on. Cut the volume off so we don't get feedback. All right. Give me a second. We're going to go to YouTube. And we need to go to my channel. All right. Now I can see you guys. Okay, so DP24, you're the only one that's texting. This is the siliconed and hard-shelled, the hard shell over the silicone. This allows me to make multiple clay heads from the master. It's a master copy. This way, if anything gets screwed up, I can just pour up a clay head, and I can alter this by having it in clay. This allows me to make clay copies of my original sculpture in its original size. All right, so that's why you always want to silicone your master, and silicone lasts a long time. And then you make a hard resin copy of your mask. So this way you don't have to worry about it ever. You know, if you ever need to make another silicone copy, you can if you have it in resin. Make a hard resin copy out of the sculpture. Anyway, so what I'm doing here is probably in about 4 hours, when that's really good and hard, I'm going to take all the shims out. Looks like it's got a mohawk. That's what one person said. Take all the shims out, and I'm going to grind the edges and drill the holes for my bolts to keep it together before I demold it. Now, once I have the bolt holes drilled and the grinder all smoothed out the top of the edges where the two halves come together, I'm going to grind that down so it's nice and, you know, not sharp, because that stuff is a plastic. It's called plasti paste, and I get it from Smooth On, and it's very, very sharp. When it dries, it's really tough. So what I do is I get it to where it's somewhat sticky. It's still a little sticky, and then you can just tap it with your hand and get all the sharp edges off. So, and it works really good. So, okay, so let me tell you guys what happened. Now, you guys know about a year and a half ago, about what was it, 16 months? 16 months ago, I had an ablation for my arrhythmia. All right. I had an arrhythmia for 30 years. Now, they told me when I got the ablation, sometimes it takes 2 to 3 times before they really get it nailed. So, was it yesterday? Yeah, it was Saturday morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and I was in arrhythmia. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Damn it. 16 months is all I got out of it. But I thought I was going to end up going into the hospital, having to get another ablation right away, because I didn't think that the arrhythmia was going to come out on its own. But luckily, it did. I'm no longer in arrhythmia. It lasted for about 20 hours. I was in arrhythmia, and then it went right back out at 8 o'clock last night. From 2 o'clock in the morning, Saturday morning early, till 8 o'clock Saturday night. So it was about 20 hours I was in arrhythmia. And it sucks because I can't do anything. It's like your heart rate's like 200 beats per minute. Anywhere from 160 to 200 beats per minute. And if you know anything about exercise, try to get your heart rate up to 160 beats per minute and keep it there for an entire day and see how tired you are. Well, I didn't get a lot done yesterday because I was so wiped out. And thank God I came back out of arrhythmia and I was able to function today. Got a good night's sleep. I slept really good last night. And then I still got to contact the doctor, let him know that I went into arrhythmia. It was the first time that it happened since the surgery. And they told me if it happens, I have to tell them right away. So I'm going to tell them that I'm back in normal sinus rhythm. Maybe it was a fluke. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Hopefully it doesn't tie up my next surgery, but I have to let them know that this happened when I see the heart specialist and see what they say. They're liable to not let me get the surgery until I get this heart ablation done again. I don't know, but I don't care. I'm just happy I'm out of arrhythmia and probably on the table. See, what they do is if you have arrhythmia and you're in normal sinus rhythm, they put you in arrhythmia when they put you to sleep. And then what they do is they find where the arrhythmia is being caused, and then they short it out again. So that's probably what's going to happen. the last time I had the surgery, I was in arrhythmia. I wouldn't come out of arrhythmia. I was so bad. And I was in arrhythmia for a couple months. It was really hard to handle. So I had to wait about 2 months in arrhythmia like that, with my heart racing at ridiculous speeds. And anyway, they fixed it, and it lasted 16 months. And they did warn me that most times the first time doesn't do it. They did say that. The first time usually doesn't nail it. But the next time usually does. And sometimes my cousin had it done 3 times before they finally got it. But yeah, I'm doing great now, man. My heart's back to normal sinus rhythm. I don't have any symptoms of it or anything. That's great. That's what it is. So now what happens is, all right, try to imagine your heart as your hand. And on the tips of your fingers, they're nerve endings, all right? And they're on the very surface of the heart, all right? And what they do is they create those nerve endings is what makes your heart beat. You know, it's little impulses that are sent from your brain to your heart that makes your heart beat, all right? And sometimes you'll have nerve endings that misfire. And the ones that are misfiring, they short out at the very surface of the heart. They take a, I don't know, sometimes they can do it with cold, or they can do it with heat. And then they short out all the nerves. The first thing they do is they put you to sleep, and they get you on the table, and they take 2 probes. They go 2 probes that go into your groin, and it goes up into your heart, and then they map your electrical system in your heart. All right, so your heart's being mapped out. And once it's mapped, then they can tell where every electrical nerve is on your heart to what's making it beat. And they can see which ones are misfiring physically. All right, so what they do, it's called an ablation. So what they do is they short out the ones that are giving the problem. They completely kill those nerves. Well, they try to. But sometimes the nerves don't die. They may get 15, 20, 30. I don't even know what the number is. It could be 1,000 for all I know. Let's keep it the number simple. So let's say there's 10 nerve endings that they shorted out, and 3 of them survived. All right? Because you have to get that nerve all the way down into the heart, shorted out. If it survives, it can grow a branch off of that nerve and then back to the surface. And it'll always be the one that misfires. It doesn't come back and start, behaving normally. It never does. A nerve that's actually misfiring stays misfiring. It just doesn't. But if you don't kill the whole nerve, then the nerve actually grows back and gets to the surface. And for me, it only took 16 months for the nerves to come back out. So there's probably a couple of nerves that are back out and on the surface of my heart and creating the misfire, and now they probably have to short those out. And yeah, there's a little bit of scar tissue on your heart, just like you would if you had a heart attack every time you do this. But it's so minimal. The nerve endings create such minimal damage to the heart. Not like a heart attack. A heart attack can literally destroy whole sections of your heart. So the Wi-Fi is bad. I've been having problems with my Wi-Fi. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm gonna call them up again and raise hell. Is it on your end or is it on my end? What is it? I mean, I see a perfect screen. I'm getting no. Let me see something. Make sure I'm not at a dead screen here. No. Yeah, I'm not having any problems with the Wi-Fi. I tried to come on last night to let you guys know what was going on with my arrhythmia coming back. And I couldn't get on YouTube last night. It wouldn't let me on. It kept taking me off, kept bouncing me off. I'd go live and then it would, no signal. And I did it like, I probably did it 100 times. I don't know, 100 times. That's ridiculous. I probably did it 4 or 5 times, and then I gave up. And I was already so tired, so I was like, you know what? I need to go to bed early. I went to bed early, but I did put the shims in this last night. I put the shims in with my arrhythmia, and I just said, you know what? I'm doing this. I don't care. I have to get this mask in production. So I just got lucky, and probably an hour or two after I finished the shims, I was sitting here on my computer, and my heart went back to normal sinus rhythm, and I was like, oh, damn, I'm back to normal. I don't feel any fluttering or anything. It's great. And it sucks, and it really does. It tires you to hell out. My pulse was still a little high, and then once I went to sleep, it was perfect. So that's what I did. And I got a little bit of damn shit on my skin that's driving me nuts. The plastic, that plasti paste. It's called plasti paste. Man, is it messy. I wore my gloves. I made sure I wore my gloves because this stuff really is nasty. Once you get it on you, man, it doesn't want to come off. It's as bad as foam. It doesn't want to come off. So if you guys ever use this stuff, make sure you wear gloves. Put an apron on so it's not touching your skin or anything. So I'm looking to get this Ultra FB78 in production by August. I'm going to have this thing finished by August and in production. So here's what we're going to do. I learned a lesson. When you put the sculpture, the clay sculpture, and put it in silicone, the silicone leaves a little bit of a residue that's kind of hard to get off on the clay. You have to really wash it down constantly with, you got to wash the clay down quite significantly with naphtha to get that residue from the silicone off the clay. But here's the thing. It kind of wrecks that mold, that master copy. So I got to save the clay. So what I do, and there's 2 reasons why I'm doing this. One, the clay sculpture that's underneath of that shell right now is very, very thick. I don't want it that thick when I go to make a plaster mold over it, because I want to be able to peel the plaster or peel the clay right out of the plaster. I make a 1-piece mold the way I do it, and I don't have any seams in my mask, which are really cool. So with that being said, I take the clay master that's out of there and I don't even use it. Then what I do is I take the silicone mold there and I'll fill it with some clay and make another master copy. All right, and not as thick, a little thinner, and then I plaster that. Then when I go to take that clay out of that plaster mold, it'll come out real easy with just a little bit of heat on the heat gun. So there's 3 people on. Who's on with me? Who else is here? Anybody? DP24. How's your first mask holding up? Do you still have it, DP, or did you sell it? There's 4 people here. Well, it's me, so that's 3 people. There's 3 other people. So good. You sold it. Did you get good money for it? Hopefully you got good money for it. You'll have to get the Ultra. The Ultra is dead on, man. Yeah, but the Ultra's the one to get, DP. That's the last FB that I'm doing. I'm not doing any more flashback masks. So DP, this is the one. You won't have to worry about another retool. You can get I'm still selling the V2. That's still being sold, but this Ultra is going to be the one that's going. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you got that kind of money for it. That's awesome. Yeah, so in production is the V2. The original is no longer in production. Takeoff Vision, what's happening? I just got done telling everybody about my situation that kind of sucks. I went into arrhythmia at 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning, very early, and I came back out of it 8 o'clock last night. So I was in arrhythmia for 20 hours. So it really, I thought I was going to have to go get another ablation right away because I didn't think I would come back out of the arrhythmia. I didn't think I was going to go back to normal sinus rhythm. And you remember about 16 months ago, I had an ablation done. Well, they did warn me. I'm not going to get back into the whole story again, but they did warn me when I got the ablation, it could take up to 2 to 3 times to get it right. So, and they were right. I went back into arrhythmia yesterday. So, all right. So enough of that. I'm back to normal. I feel great. My heart's normal. So what I'm doing now is I put the hard shell on the Ultra Silicone Master. Yeah, the mold's already successful, and I'll tell you why. Takeoff Vision. I'll tell you why. Because I already have it siliconed. So even if the plaster mold gets screwed up somehow, some way, I just pour up another clay head. This is the silicone is what makes me. I can make 5 or 6 clay heads and make a whole bunch of molds from that clay. That's why I make the silicone master, because I can always pour up another clay head to make, a plaster. I will not make plastic molds. I give up on that. That process sucks, and it's time consuming to make that mask. You got to do layer after layer after layer, and it just sucks. I don't like that process. I also learned Jimmy Falco was on yesterday, or was it yet? No, it was the day before yesterday. I think it was the day before yesterday. I caught him on live, and I asked him. I said, "Look, man, when I did the silicone mold or the plastic molds, does the latex have to be thinner?" And he said, "Yes, that's the secret. The latex has to be thinner. So that means you have to add ammonia to the latex, the mask latex, to thin it down to slush coat inside those plastic molds. Because what was happening, the thick latex was so heavy, it was pulling away from the inside of the mold. So it has to be thinned out pretty good. And that's a secret in itself that you have to learn by trial and error to get the thickness right. So I'm not even messing with plastic molds. I'm sticking with plaster. And I think plaster does better. It gives you a better version. It gives you a better copy. You get a very evenly thick mask if it's a plaster mold. Very even, and even in thickness. And I just think it's a better quality. So, I don't have the experience enough to do plastic molds yet, so I'm staying the hell away from them. The mold's going to look exactly like the sculpt, no doubt about it. So you got to understand, once I make a clay master of this, all right, so the master that's underneath of here right now can't be saved because the silicone leaves a residue all over the clay. Oh, I can save it. I just have to retexture it. Probably have to put some lines back into it too. But I got to clean that clay thoroughly with naphtha to get all the residue from the silicone off of that. Then what I'll do, it's raining, isn't it? Yeah, it's raining outside. It was sunny just a few minutes ago. So what I'll do is I'll take I'll fix this up again, and I'll do a master copy in stone. And then what I'll do is I'll make another clay head from the silicone master mold, and then I'll start aging that into the 2018. I'm going to make that, my Ultra FB78 is going to be converted to a 2018 H40 mask. That's my plan with that. So how's your mask holding up, Takeoff Vision? You still love it? I love. Oh, wait a minute, Takeoff Vision. Did you get the? Wait a minute. I'm thinking I may have you mixed up with the other guy. I do that with you too all the time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I am mixed up with you. You don't have this mask yet. You don't have any of the mask yet, right? Takeoff Vision. You were next. Yeah, Asylum. You would Takeoff Vision. I don't know if it's because I think he did change his logo, so it's not dark like yours, like black. Yeah, Asylum. Yeah, that's he got his mask. Takeoff Vision, you didn't get yours. Now I want to explain something. I started getting some feedback, not too good, just because I have you guys are all talking to me personally. It's not on here. I give in my phone numbers to a lot of you guys, so you collectors, and either phone number or we're doing it through Messenger. So you guys have my phone number, and Takeoff Vision. I also want to get your phone number, and DP24. I want to get your phone number. You can either do it through Messenger if you have Facebook, or we'll have to do direct phone numbers. You guys have bought the mask. I got a big update here. You guys are going to love this. All right, so here's the plan. I got complaints from some of the people that have bought this mask, or the people that got the free mask. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to pinpoint any one particular person, but it's true. They're right. I can't give away this version of the mask. The one I promised you was the V2. The V2 is coming to you. Takeoff Vision, as a matter of fact, I'm going to send the mask off to you. You're going to get the version 2, the V2, which is really nice. Believe me, a lot of people are very happy with that mask. Every person that's got it loves it. So, you'll get the V2. Now here's the plan going forward with the I'm going to give you guys a chance to win a Ultra. Man, I can't. What am I doing? I'm brain dead. I'm still foggy from all the bullshit that I went through yesterday. So you're going to get a chance to win the Ultra. Here's what we're going to do, and I got to get everybody that has a free mask. Everybody that got a free mask, and anybody else that wants to join in, if you buy either it has to be the V2, because it wouldn't be fair. No, it doesn't matter. If you buy an Ultra, you're into. But if you buy the V2, and it's mainly for the people that got the V2 for free. This contest. Halloween night, you're going to wear your V2 mask, dressed up as Michael, and the one that gets the most funniest scares, reactions from people, whoever gets the most and the funniest, you're going to win the Ultra. All right? That's what I'm going to do for Halloween night. It gives you a chance to win the mask. I'm trying to be good to all you guys that have gotten the free masks, and you're going, oh my God, he updated already. Well, see, that's the nice thing about having these silicone master copies. I was able to pour up the clay head from that original V2 and make the subtle alterations that were significant. And yes, now here's the thing. You have to video Halloween night, and you know, hide the camera, whatever you got to do, or get somebody to shoot the camera, shoot for you, and scare your trick or treaters, and the funniest reactions. Now, I'm going to put all your videos on my website and also on YouTube on my channel. And also, if you guys have a channel and you guys want me to advertise your channel with the video, I can do that. I'll do a voiceover and basically say, hey, check out Takeoff Vision. He'll have this video up on his website as well. So I'm going to take those videos and put them on the website, and I'm also going to put for Halloween night. That's going to be really cool for the channel. I came up with another thing, an idea too, and that's how I'm going to do a lot of contests for you guys to get you, to allow people to get free masks. They can enter in the contest anytime. You cannot use another mask though. It has to be a Custom Corpses mask. I can't just let anybody come in with any mask and just win one of my masks when they have nothing invested in me. So if they don't own one of my masks, they can't get in on the contest. That's the secret. So the future contests, there's going to be all kinds of future contests. I'm going to do crazy stuff, funny stuff. I'm going to give you guys an idea to do, and then whoever does the best gets the next mask that's going to be in production, which is going to be the H40. Now, I want your guys' opinions. I want you guys all to answer this question while you're on with me right now. Should I base the H40 off the actual H40 Trick or Treat Studios mask, or should I base it off the flashback here? I want to go with an H40 version of my flashback, the Ultra flashback. That's what I want to do. I don't want to change the eye cut shapes or anything. I just want to age it to make it look like the H40 with this flashback. And I think if they had done the flashback mask first, that's probably what they would have done with the H40 mask. But they had the H40 done in production before the flashback was made. They actually tried to use a flashback. They actually tried to they tried to clean up an H40 to look like the flashback. They wanted to use the H40 as a flashback, and it didn't look good. Now I wonder if it would be just the opposite. That's the thing I'm not sure about. Will the flashback look good as an H40? Maybe I'll make the eye cuts a little more droopier. I don't know. I have to see how it looks as I age it. All right. And then as I age it, I'll probably make up my mind at some point with the help of you guys to go with either the actual screen used look of the H40. Same with the kills and same with the ends. I'm going to do all those masks. And the reason why I'm doing these masks, everybody says, oh, they don't sell that well. Even NAG doesn't sell that well. Well, the reason why I want to do this is because the mask is shit now. It is literally crap. If you try to buy that H40 or the kills, I'm not sure about the ends yet, but the ones I found were horrible. They're not in good shape. You can't get a good copy of the H40 anymore. I don't know if they just we're only allowed to make so many with that master mold, and then once that mold was no good, then they couldn't reproduce it. So I think that's probably what happened. My guess, they were limited to how many they were allowed to make. They were allowed to make as many as long as the original molds that they had for the production. Once that wore out, that's why everything looks washed out on that mask now, even deformed. So I think it'll be really fun to do contests, do a lot of contests, allow people to and it also helps promote. Now here's the other thing. Here's another thing to get a free mask. All of you, any of you that are listening, all you have to do is when the Ultra is in production is get 2 people to buy the mask. And you have to let them know to say that you sent them to me. All right. Now, you're going to have a tag. Your tag name's going to have to be used. Takeoff Vision. But like, say if you want to, like, Takeoff Vision sent me, and I'm going to know your real name. So don't ever reveal your real names, guys. Takeoff Vision is also known as, and then we're going to have a secret name. Doesn't have to be your real name. Let's do it. We'll do a secret name that will communicate with each other. This way, somebody can't say that they're you. You know, they say, oh yeah, Takeoff Vision sent me. I sold you, and I got you 2 sales under somebody else's false name. That's not cool. So we're gonna do something pretty clever with that. So this way, you sell 2 masks, you'll get a free mask, and that helps promote me, gets me known. This mask should sell itself with no problem. All right. So if you can get 2 people to buy a mask at this, not on eBay, it has to go through my website. They have to buy it through my website. In other words, it's going to be full price. This mask is going to be $600, full price. It may go down to $5 at some point, but right now it's going to start out at $600 in August when I get this thing in production. And there'll be a 24.5-inch mask. That's what we're going to do. 24.5-inch mask is going to be the base mask. That now, if you want the large mask is going to be, I think, 26. There's going to be a 26-inch mask and a 24.5-inch mask. That's the only 2 sizes I can produce with this sculpture. So, with that being said, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to do the Ultra. It'll allow you guys to promote it. Send, if you guys know all these mask collectors and anything, and somebody says, hey, yeah, I want to buy that. Who do I contact? You simply say, go to DJ Styles. We'll have a secret name for me too. A secret name for me too. Especially right now, targeting you guys that bought or have the free mask. I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. Those who have the free mask from me, and also those who have bought a mask from me. All right, we'll give you all a secret. You know, we'll all have secret names, and then when, say you talk to somebody and say, okay, tell them so and so sent you. Tell DJ Styles, that's not the name we're going to use, but DJ Styles that Takeoff Vision, but it'll be a different name. And it'll be a secret name that I'll only know, and you will only know. So this way, people can't fake being you. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So it gives you a chance to sell 2 masks, and you get a free mask. That was the other idea that I wanted to let you guys know about. I just got to figure it out. I have to figure out how to do it, you know. And DP24, you got a shot at getting this. You got a shot at getting this mask, because you own the original. You used to own it. You really can't enter the contest now because you don't have a Custom Corpses mask for Halloween night. The Halloween night contest is whoever comes up with the best video with a Custom Corpses mask, whether it be the first version, the V2, or if you buy a new one here. Um, you can still win if you buy one and you still win the contest. You'll get another mask. You'll have 2 masks, one for free and one you own. But you're going to need a Custom Corpses mask to enter this contest. Just so you guys know, can't do it with another mask. If I won't even enter. I won't even. So you guys put a video Halloween night, the best scares, the funniest scares. That's basically what I'm looking at. I want to see funny reactions to people that really get scared of you. And the best reaction is going to win a mask for Halloween. It'll be after Halloween night, but you'll still get a mask. You'll get a V2. And believe me, this V2 is, I mean, it's so accurate. I feel comfortable, very comfortable now, selling this as a very, very close replica of the screen used mask. And it's so close, it's unreal. But I think you guys will love it, man. I do. What's going on here? How come I'm not seeing any text? Are you guys texting at all? I'm reading your comments. So somebody say something so I know they're on. I don't know if you guys are catching me or what. As my screen froze up? Let me turn this thing, see if I'm still on. Okay, cool. It's a DP24. You can still enter the contest. You're still going to have to purchase a mask, though, in order to do it. You're going to need a version 2 or version 1. The version 2 I'm going to drop the price on, too, by the way, guys. The version 2 on the website, when you buy directly from me, I'm going to sell for $400. I'm dropping that from $600 to $400, the V2. The Ultra is going to be $600. But in order to enter any of the contests, you need a mask from me. You need one of my masks. So if you want to buy the V2 DP24, it's $400, and you can enter the contest to try and win the Ultra by putting together a funny video on Halloween night, scaring trick-or-treaters with your mask and your get-up. But it has to be one of my masks. It can't be somebody else's. That's not fair. It's not fair to the guys that actually bought the mask, not fair to the guys that actually won the mask and earned the mask through helping me and being on my channel for so long. And that's my way to give it back to you guys. So everybody, just so you know, I can't give the Ultra as a replacement to the V2. Everybody that's getting a free mask, Take Off Vision, you get a free mask. I'm sending you a V2, and the new paint scheme's really banging. It's really good. Thorburn, the guy that just got his mask, I painted his mask perfectly, and it's got the creamier look and the browns in the lips and in the eye sockets and in the nose. It just looks so much better. The paint job is so much better. So that's what I'm painting the mask with from now on. The Ultra will be painted with the cream look, creamier look with the browns. No blacks. Some black, not a lot. There's black in it, but there's not a ton. It's mostly browns, like the screen used mask. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do contests to give people a chance to win masks and help promote my channel, help promote my business. Mask making, mask selling right now is really slow, and I think it's for everybody. It's not just, I mean, even Nag's masks aren't moving right now. Um, so, with that being said, I'm hoping that August it starts kicking up and starts coming, we start selling masks. I can't wait to see what this Ultra looks like in latex. This thing is going to be unbelievable. I really do think it's that accurate. It's going to be really nice, guys. So, what do you think of these contests, guys? What do you think? Good idea? Um, and what do you think of selling 2 masks with a secret name and telling people to say that, uh, use that secret name to let me know that they sent me? And then I'll mark it off. When you get the 2 sales, you're gonna be sent a free mask. Now, if it takes a while, say you sell one and then 8 months later you sell another one, you'll have the choice of whatever mask I have in production. You can get any one of them. It doesn't have to be this one. It doesn't have to be. It can be the V2. The original mask, I'm not really selling that anymore. The very first version of my ultra my flashback, I'm not selling that anymore because it's not that good of a mask for me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I've made the adjustments on the V2, so the only 2 that are in production are the V2 and soon to be the Ultra. And if it takes you guys a while to sell another mask, say it takes you 8 months, and then I have the H40 made from this Ultra. If that's in production, you'll have a choice. You'll be able to get that as your free mask too as well. It's up to you. It's up to you what you want. I can only sell the mask that I have in production though. So anyway, heads up. What do you guys think? I need to know. Nobody's commenting. Maybe you guys got your hands full and you're doing something else. I don't want to know about that, but I'm only kidding. Anyway, yeah, you guys are probably preoccupied doing something else and you're just listening. I get it, because there's not really anything on the video except for what I've just finished, and it's hardening right now, and I probably got to wait another 3 hours. Let me see, how long have I been on here? 47 minutes. Yeah, about 3 more hours before this firms up to a real hard shell, so I can grind it and then demold the silicone. So what do you think of my ideas? What are we doing? Do you guys like what you hear? You have 2 ways to win this mask. One, enter the contest on Halloween night. Okay, DP, are you talking about the V2 or this Ultra? The V2 is now $400. The Ultra will be $600. You could save for the Ultra, or you buy the V2 because you said you don't have one of my masks. Spend the $400 for the V2, all right, and use that on Halloween night and get somebody to video you. Get the V2. Okay, get the V2. It's $400. You no longer have to save $600 for that. It's $400 for that. And if you're lucky, I have it on eBay. I think. Let me see. As a matter of fact, it comes to maturity. Let me check it real quick. eBay. My eBay. I gotta go to my eBay. That ain't it. I'm trying to see. got to sign in. Okay. Hang on, I'm signing in, guys. I'm trying to see where I'm selling. I gotta go. Where am I selling? Selling. Here it is. Active one. Okay. Okay. So on eBay right now, there's 65 views and 3 watchers. The starting bid is at 300, and you can buy it now for 500. So you could possibly win this mask by putting in a bid in right now for $300 DP24. You could probably, because this has been reloaded now probably 6 times. This is the 5th time that it's been up on here. So it's been 5 weeks since I've made any money. And I can use the money, trust me. So if there's a good chance you could put a bid in at $300 for this mask right now and win this mask at $300. Just so you know. Let me show you. I'm going to show you on screen here. Go to this eBay. That's what you want to look up. The starting bid is at 300. If you put a bid in, now this has been up for five weeks, and nobody's bought it. It's not saying it's a bad mask. It's simply, I think that the economy is really bad. I think a lot of people are out of work. They're hurting, including myself, and a lot of other people. But I can't really go any lower than that. I just cannot do it. So DP, if you want this mask and you want to enter the contest for Halloween night to possibly win the Ultra FB78, and believe me, I think this Ultra that I did is, I'm not trying to knock anybody else's work, but I really think that I've got that thing really, really close to the screen used. It is really close. It's really, really close. So, like I said, take that down. Look up Michael Myers V2 FB78 flashback mask made by Custom Corpses. Yeah, but this has been listed 5 times, and I've lowered the price to this, and that's as low as I'll go. It has a buy it now option for $500. And I've got all the pictures on it. I got a video. Let me see what the video shows. Oh, this is Asylum. Did you see his video? It was so good. Let me see. I can turn this.
What if I tell you that I've got a replica of that mask, the flashback mask from Halloween Kills? You wouldn't believe it. You would think that I'm joking, right? Nope, I'm being serious. I own a replica of the flashback mask from Halloween Kills. It would be cool to get the screen used one day. Well, at least from the same movie mold. But this mask, I am not disappointed at all.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. You can't. You'll get feedback. You'll hear this echo, echo, echo. It'll be an echo chamber. You can't do the sound. But if you watch the video, if you go to that, I put his video up there. I mean, he did a really good job. Man, and I realized how small his head is. I'm going to send him, I still have a mold of the 23-inch mask. I'm going to send him a 23-inch mask so he has something to wear so he can enter the contest too. I have to get one out to him right away. I'm going to make that this week. So, um, Asylum, if you're here. Is it Asylum? Damn it. Oh, man. Let me replay. Yeah, it's Asylum. What am I thinking? It's a, it's Asylum. He did a great review on that. So I want to send him out a 23-inch mask so he can enter the contest himself. I'm going to send that out to him free because I don't sell that mask. I don't sell the mask. I don't like the mask. It's way too small. But when I saw the size of his head versus my mask, I thought, oh my God, his head is small. He needs a smaller mask. So the 23 is going to fit him perfect. He's using this one for the 25-inch. And he did a nice job with the hair. He restyled the hair and made it really look good. So, did a nice job restyling the hair and making it more screen accurate. So, yeah, so you want to check that out. You want a blank? A DP, I can save you some money there too. If you want a blank of the V2, I sell blanks. At first I wasn't doing that, but I will. And I won't cut the eyes out or anything. I'll let you. But see, the sculpture, the eye cuts are embedded in the sculpt. So you might want to stick with what the eye cuts are. Because if you try to make them bigger, it's going to make the mask look funny. I would just, you want me to cut, I'll cut everything out for you. I'll cut the eye cuts out for you. And I'll send you a blank. And I'll send the blank for, $200. $200 for a blank. That's about the average what they go for anyway when somebody sells a blank. How's that work? For anybody want a blank, you can get a V2 blank for $200. The Ultra is not going to be sold as a blank. Maybe later on down the road it will be, but not now. I can save you guys a ton of money if I don't have to do any work to it. I just have to pour up a mask. And I'll do a thin cask. It'll be a 24-inch. If you upload on eBay, what do you mean upload? I don't know. I don't understand the question. It okay if you upload on eBay? You mean the blank? Yeah, you know what I'll do, DP? I'll put a blank. I'll put a couple blanks up there, of the V2, and only have a buy it now option of $200. I'm not. There's not going to be any. There won't be any. There won't be any bidding or anything. It'll be just a buy it now option, $200 blank of the V2. But you have to pay for shipping. That's the one thing I won't do. I won't pay for shipping at this point because the $200 is bare minimal. Shipping costs are on anybody that buys a mask, a blank. Yeah, I'll put it up this week. I'll put up two. I'll put two blanks up. I'll make two blanks up, and they're going to be thinner casted. It'll be the 24 inch. It'll be the 24.5 inch mask. The other one's too big. I can't go. It had it. There's only two sizes. It's because I can't control the shrinkage. The shrinkage, it shrinks about an inch and a half. Whenever I make a stone mold and I make a mask in that mold, the mask that comes out of whatever size mold that is, like the original sculpture is 27 inches. So a 27-inch head, the clay head is 27 inches in diameter, the original size. It's huge. All right. When I make a clay, when I make a plaster mold out of that clay head, that mold will produce, once the latex shrinks, a I'm sorry, no, it's 27.5 inches. Yeah, because I know that the shrinkage, when it shrunk down, it was 26 inches is the large mask. 26 and a 24.5. Because the 26, when I make another plaster mold of the 26 master copy of the latex master, it shrinks down to 24.5 because it's an inch and a half smaller. So I have no control over it. It's either a 26-inch large or a 24.5 inch small. They're the only two sizes I sell. Yeah, the 24.5 is definitely the best way to go. What's up, Angelo? I'm live. Say hello.
What's happening, everybody?
Angelo walking in the room, saying hello.
Hello, 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 you crazy fools. Just kidding.
I got the.
What's happening?
Oh,
Looks
I'm
good,
just,
man.
yeah, it's the shell's on there. I thickened it up. I used all the plasti paste that I had.
That's a heck of a mohawk, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, well, it gets ripped out of there in about 2 more hours. I got to let that completely cure up. Then I'm going to take it out back and grind it and get it ready.
So I got some.
So I'm going to sell blanks too. I forgot to tell you. I'm
Right.
going to put blanks for $200 up on eBay.
Oh,
Buy it
nice.
now. Buy it now only.
Right.
Then they can buy a blank and then send it off to an artist or do it themselves,
Sure.
and they can send it off to anybody they want.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have probably by Wednesday 5 new Halloween musics.
Oh, cool.
I got this VST where it's I won't say it the right way. Feminine.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
Back and
I
forth.
know what it is. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
All right. Question for you.
Uh-oh, I didn't do it.
Do you know what 4/5 time is, right?
Uh-huh.
Whatever song, whatever thing that you create, make sure for the website it's in 4/5 time.
Okay, that's easy.
All right. That's that. That's the 4/5 time. I'll help you with it if you're not really sure on where that transition, where it jumps from the 4 to the 5th.
Huh?
I'll help you with that because I do know where it's at. But I mean, it is a bitch to friggin' do if you're not really familiar with that rhythm. But when we do it, because that's what the original theme is. It's a 4/5 time. So, but I don't want the original theme done. I want the same feel, and it doesn't have to be as fast. It can be like.
Oh yeah, I'm working on that too. I'm starting Halloween music in itself, like spooky stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's because I want to do. I need something for the website, but I don't want to copy. I don't want to get copyright slammed. Yeah, Falco's flashback hair is sick. I think I know what kind of hair he uses. That's not the trick. The trick is the style is very difficult to do. And the reason I think, and this is my guess, and I don't know if Jimmy's going to like me to say. Yeah, I know. You know what? I got to keep that quiet. One of these days, I'm going to get a hold of Jimmy Falco and talk to him privately. I think I know what fibers he's using. The problem with trying to style the hair with any kind of wool hair is it doesn't flow naturally like human hair. All right. So whatever he's using has some kind of human texture to it because he swirls it. He gets it to swirl really nice. No, I do and I do and I don't. I know by guessing, uh, but I can't reveal that. That's his. There's no way in hell I would do that to any of the mask makers, including myself. The mask hair that I use, I don't reveal because if I start sharing that and letting everybody know what I'm using, I will have a hard time trying to get that hair. And the hair he's using and the hair I'm using is the exact same fiber thickness. Fiber thickness is important with the hair. Uh, and Also the control. So there is a blend. There's a blend that he's using. I'm 99.9% sure uh, whatever he's putting in there, it's got some human. Uh, it's got some human feel to it. It doesn't have to be human, but it has some human feel to it because it's the way he swirls it. You really can't do that with. It gets very tangly. There's another name for it. Uh, in the wool world, it's actually called. What the hell do they call that when it gets real matted and tangled up too much? Uh, Geez, felted. That's what it's called. Felted. Wool felts very easily, and when you're trying to style it, it's very difficult to style. Yes, his styling on the hair is absolutely insane. He must have spent hours on just one mask. He's got to spend a lot of time styling that hair. Um, the problem is when we send off our masks to you, we could have that hair perfectly styled, and then in shipping, it can get destroyed. You know, if you don't, and even when you put a lot of product in there, it just gets matted. So I don't overdo it with the product. I don't want to overdo it, and I just use hairspray. I don't use any kind of glues or anything like that with the hair because it gives you an opportunity to restyle it. You can style it yourself to get it as accurate as possible. Um, I'll give you one to do though. DP24. Here's an idea for you. If you're not having success with the styling of the hair, get somebody that actually styles hair and show them what you want. Take a picture of one of Jimmy Falco's masks and get them to show you how to style it to make it look like that. Now, I don't know what kind of hair you're going to use. You might want to reach out to Falco. He's not going to tell you. I already know that. I just know because it's one of the things a lot of people don't share is the types of hair that they use. And because it gets hard to get. And certain types of hair you can only get at certain times of the year. So that makes it even worse. So, yeah. So with that being said, you have to you have to keep in mind, whatever you're getting. Uh, a lot of mask makers, including myself, are not going to reveal what they use. So, and I can't do that. I can't, because if I reveal what I'm using, it'll be hard to get my hair. It'll be hard for me to get my hair, and that's. I can tell you, fiber thickness matters. Um, the thinner the fiber, the more control you have. I will give you that secret. How's that? You don't want it too thin, though. You want it to look close to human hair. It's got to be fairly thin. But the thinner the hair is, the more control you have in styling the hair. And DP, you can always send it off to you can always send it off to somebody. I don't know if Jimmy Falco would redo my mask. I don't think he'd like that. Not when he's selling a flashback. But there are artists out there that strictly do nothing but overhauls, and you can send it out to Nick Malpagano, but I don't think he does overhauls on the flashback. There's only one other guy I know that's, you know, that I would. There's only one guy that I would send it off to for my flashback, and that's James Carter. But he's expensive, but he's the best. I think he's the best. Now, I have never seen him do, well, no, I have seen one of his overhauls of a flashback from Nag. Nag's overhaul, he did a Nag overhaul. It was unbelievable, great, really great. Um, but James Carter, that's the guy you want to send your mask to. If you're going to try and do it yourself, if you have that artistic ability, go for it, man. Um, I'm okay with the paint schemes. I'm not great. With time, I'll get better. I don't. I don't think he hates the mask, Nick. I don't think he hates it. I just think that he's a fan of the original mask. He's a very big fan of the '78 and the '81. And I'm with him. I'm a fan of that mask too. Actually, Pipe Master, that comes on here all the time, he's the one that talked me into doing the flashback, because I wasn't going to do the flashback myself. I was going to go strictly into trying to replicate the original William Shatner '78. That's what I originally set out to do when I started this business. Um, and then the 2018 came out, and I went, oh man, I got to do one of those. The H40 2018 mask. When that came out, I said, man, that looks awesome. And I wanted to do one, so I did, and it looks like crap. But I didn't. In my defense, we didn't have all the pictures of the mask yet when I started that sculpture. And I finished the sculpture before the mask was revealed. We didn't know what it really looked like at the time. I saw some faraway pictures of it, and it didn't give you enough detail to know what you had. And then I saw a couple real close-ups, like of the cheek, and I was like, what the hell? Nobody's going to give us a decent picture of this thing. When it first was, they didn't want to reveal the mask right away. They just did these little glimpses of zoomed in the right eye cut in the cheek, and you saw different little things, and you went, okay, I got to add that. Little marks in the cheek and stuff. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know if Nick would actually overhaul a flashback. You can ask him. But James Carter, I think, is the best. But there's a waiting line for him, especially as you get close to Halloween. So maybe the first attempt you paint it and you hair it yourself. And then later on, if you're not happy with it, take the mask and go have it overhauled by James Carter. That's the only guy I'll use with my. I'm sending masks to a couple guys that do overhauls, but they mainly, it seems like they mainly do the 78 versions and the 81. The one guy, I think he's really a 78 guy. He does a lot of the 78 stuff. So I think he wants to take one of my flashbacks and the V2. I think he wants to take that and make it look like the 78, paint it like the 78. I'm kind of curious to what that looks like too, and I definitely am going to send him out one of the blanks. Maybe that's what I'll do this week, and I'll do the 3 blanks, 2 for eBay, at 200 for the blanks, and 1 I'm going to send out to him. Not a problem. That's okay with me. It takes a little bit of workload off of my hands, and if I can still make $200 clear, I'm a happy camper. Wait a minute. Hold on a second now. Wait a minute. I can't put it on eBay because eBay takes a huge chunk of that money. $200. I need to make $200 clear. You're going to have to do it on PayPal. You're going to have to set up a PayPal account, DP. Set up a PayPal account and we'll do the transaction. Or send me a money order for $200. As soon as I get the money order, you have my email address. Do you really want to spend $250 when I'm willing to give it to you for $200? You can probably do send the money order to me for $200. I'll give you my address and everything. Just email me. Let me send you my email. I'll post it on here real quick. Email me. Yeah, do I want to put, yeah, I want to put that meme. That's my email, DP. What I want you to do is send me an email with your address. I'll send you my address. I'm sorry, no, I'm sending you my address, and then you can send me a money order for $200 exactly. Save you some money. It's only going to take a couple weeks. It may even take. It depends on how fast you send it. Yeah, don't spend $250. I'm not trying to rob people. I just don't want eBay taking a huge chunk of that $200, because they do. They take a bite out of your ass every time you sell something on there. So yeah, if you send me the email tonight, I'll send you right back. I'll send you my. We can do PayPal. You have a PayPal? Let me send you my link to PayPal. Hold on. Yikes, 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 yikes. Oh, wait a minute. Don't jump out of here yet. Let me jump into my PayPal. Take this down for all you guys. There's my PayPal account. You can send the 200 directly there. And from there, I'll send you a mask. Now, the mask has to be made. I have to make that. Maybe tomorrow. That's what I'll do tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Monday? Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll make the mask. I don't have to do anything tomorrow except for make phone calls to the doctor's offices. But I can make the mask tomorrow. And it's going to take about 2 or 3 days to cure before I can send it off in the mail. And I'm going to stuff it so it's nice and, the eye cuts. You want me to? I'll do the eye cut. I'm going to do the eye. I'm going to do all the cutouts for you. I'm a stickler with the cutouts. I don't like anything left with the eyes not cut out, because then anybody can replicate or stuff it or film fill it and then try to make a copy of it. I just do that for safety reasons. I just don't. I just do it. I'm not going to argue that point. I don't try to. Just never know. Never know. So I'm cutting the eyes out. I'm cutting the nose holes, the ear holes out. I don't slit the lips. The lips, I never slit the lips, because when the mask starts to deteriorate over time, the lips separate and it doesn't look good. So I never like letting the lips, I don't cut the lips apart. Anyway, so we're going to do an hour dwell. So that'll give you a nice thickness, but it won't be too thick. There's the PayPal link. Just go to my PayPal. And any of you guys that are watching still, take that PayPal link, save it, because you can do things directly through me with no delay. Sales aren't jumping right now, so get on it before it starts, because I have a funny feeling this mask is going to sell like crazy. I hope so. But once I start really spitting this thing out in August through October, I'm going to be working my butt off, I have a feeling. But we'll do a $200 blank. Anybody that wants a blank of the V2 and want to do it yourself, you're welcome to buy it for $200. That goes for anybody. And there's the PayPal link. So I'm not going to sell, I thought about it, I'm not going to sell that on eBay. If I do sell it on eBay, it'll be listed at $250. So this way, yeah, I think $200 is fair for I need to make 200 for the mask on the blanks. A lot of work went into this mask, man. A lot of work trying to get it to this perfect. Okay, DP, man. I'm going to end this stream in a few minutes anyway, so send it off. I'll take a look, and once I know that the money's sent off, then I'll definitely once I got verification, I'll be making your mask. I'm going to make the mask tomorrow anyway, just in case you need the extra time or whatever. I'm making the mask, the blanks. I'll make the blank. And Takeoff Vision, if you're still with me, I think I want to send you, if this mask doesn't sell, I'm going to send you this mask. The one that's, because I'm going to take it down off of eBay after tonight. If it doesn't move tonight, at I think around 7:30 tonight, I'm going to take it down. And then I'm going to send you this mask. The one that's on eBay now. If you're still there, Takeoff Vision, go to eBay and take a look at that mask. because that's the one you'll be getting. And it's the number 2 Takeoff Vision. It's the number 2 eBay. Yeah, it's signed. It says DJ Styles number 2 2025 inside the mask. It's got the Velcro, the hair styled. The mask is a nice cream color. Got a little, looks good. It's a thick mask too, by the way. It's a very thick mask. This is an 1/8 inch thick. It's maximum thickness. This it'll last you forever. I'm getting tons of hearts here. What's going on? Who's giving me all the hearts? Yeah, if this doesn't sell, Takeoff Vision, I'm sending you this mask. I want everybody, the reason why I want everybody to have that's supposed to get free mask, oh, thank you, man. Thank you, DP. The reason why I want to give this mask to you guys that are supposed to get the free mask is because I want you to enter the contest. So I'm trying to get everybody done. I got to do one for Bo Norton, so I'm going to make him a mask too this week. I'm going to make his mask. I'm going to send you this one out. Takeoff Vision was the next guy up, and Bo Norton was the last guy, I think. He was the last guy. I think there was somebody else, but I haven't been in touch with him, so. Anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off of here in about, what has it been, 87 minutes? Probably in about 2 more hours just to play it safe. I'm going to take this mold. I'm going to do the grinding on it. I don't want to take the shell off until tomorrow because honestly, the plastic can warp if you take it off too soon. And I don't want the plastic to warp. I want that to really cure overnight. But I am going to grind it down. I'm going to smooth out the top, the edges and stuff. And get it ready for so anyway, that's it. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. I wanted to let you guys know what I wanted to do as far as a plan goes. As going forward, there's going to be contests. Yeah, look how bad that 2018 mask is. Whew. See how the lips are separating? Okay, I got to check out Angelo. He sent a voice message through Messenger. All right. Yeah, so when you have your mask, your V2, you're going to use this mask and dress up like Michael Myers, and whoever gets the best scares on Halloween night, whoever gets the best scares, you're going to enter the contest. Send me your videos, your video clips. Try to keep them short. Don't make real long videos. Like when somebody comes up on the door, or wherever you're stalking, just you're going to have to edit your videos down to clips of just the scare. I don't want 10 minutes of waiting for people to show up to your step. So when you do your videos for Halloween night, edit them down so they're just showing the scares, and the funniest scare wins a ultra. Will win an ultra. The other way you can get a free mask from me is sell 2 masks and have them with a secret name. We're going to have a secret name with each other. Will be a name that we give to each other anytime somebody wants to enter that contest, because that's always going to be considered a contest when you're trying to sell 2 masks and get a free mask. You're going to be given a free name. You're going to reach out to me and you're going to ask me, okay, I want to join that sell 2 masks, and how do I do it? Okay, that's when we're going to say, okay, I'm going to give you a name that you're going to go by. I'm going to write it down in my book, and when I get 2 names, 2 people buying a mask, giving me your secret name, I will give you a free ultra. You will get a free ultra. So I think nobody's doing this kind of promotion. And I think it's a brilliant way to do this promotion because it gets you guys involved with selling my masking, making me popular in the mask business. So the mask is going to do well on its own, I think, especially the Ultra. But I'm not known well yet, and as I get more known in the mask making business, with the help of you guys and anybody that does this, joins that contest, you know, that's an awesome thing. I don't think anybody's doing that. I think it's an original idea. Okay, guys, good night, and have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. I'm getting tired, talking too much. My throat is itchy and ready for water. Dying of thirst. All right, peace, everybody.